Hello all and welcome to another Gavin Management video. It's Art here with the 2023 Holiday Gift Buying Guide for the reader in your life. I'll go through every category we cover, plus I'll do something special this year with it. First of all, we're going to cover science fiction and fantasy. If you want hard sci-fi, then I recommend James S.A. Corey. And the first book in that series is, it's the Expanse series, and the first book in that series is Leviathan Wakes. Excellent, excellent, excellent stuff. I also recommend the Brent Weeks Night Angel trilogy for those that want like your assassin sci-fi kind of stuff. That's good too. If you want some softer science fiction, I recommend Red Shirts by John Scalzi, Old Man's War by John Scalzi. It's more pick up and play. Anybody can read it. Layman's language of science fiction and whatnot. If you want good quality fantasy, which we'll go into next, the hard fantasy would be, I would recommend the Ted Williams Dragon Bone Chair. It's another book that's behind me here, which is James Islington's series, and that's what's the name of that series? The Light Falls is book 2, but I think it's In the Shadow of What May Come or something like that. I'd have to look back there and see. I'll post the picture up here for it. But that is one that I would pick. I would also pick, for good quality hard sci-fi, or good quality hard fantasy, do the Wheel of Time series. The Eye of the World's a good one. Now, once Brandon Sanderson gets to write them, they get to be a little bit but it's still a good series all the way through. Although you do see Sanderson's flavorings when he gets to them. Now, for light fantasy, I would recommend Brian Jake's Redwall series. Redwall being the first one, Mouseflower being the second one, or Mossflower being the second one. They're great because they're great fantasy. They're fun fantasy. They're even good for kids. They're just good stuff. It's Battle Feast, Feast, Battle Feast. But they're excellent books in that nature. I would also, if you want good quality fantasy, I would recommend for the younger kids. If they haven't read it, of course, you can go with the Hunger Games. That's always good. Harry Potter, almost every kid has read. But if your kid hasn't read it, then Harry Potter is where you go. But let's move on to thrillers. Now, for me, for my thriller, my favorite thriller stuff, I like to go with your Michael Connelly's, like your The Reversal. But this year I'm going to recommend a different one. Now, yes, technically this is a mystery, but I've always thought of them as a thriller because they had the ticking time bomb clock element in it. And that is The Watchmaker's Hand by Jeffrey Deaver. It's the latest Lincoln Rhyme novel. It's coming out on November 28th, so just in time for you to purchase it for yourself and for a loved one for the holidays. And it's really good. Another one that can be good, but is very tension-filled, but is very scientific and a little bit hard-boiled and can be a little bit hard to get into, would be Temperance Brennan series by Kathy Reichs. The latest one being The Bone Hacker. So there is that. But if you want a really good thriller, I recommend going for the earlier Lee Child books. The Killing Floor being the first one. Another one of my favorite was Echo Burning. That was really, really good. A Wanted Man was really, really good. I also love the... Oh, what is his name? It's the Terminal List is the series. Jack Carr is the author, with 2 R's. That is really good, high tension, high speed stuff. Now, for your mysteries, I would recommend, first and foremost, the Walt Longmire series. The Longmire Defense being the latest book. It was really, really, really good. I also recommend introducing people, if they haven't read them already, to cozy mysteries. Cozy mysteries can be amazing. I think Krista Davis's Pen and Ink series is great. L.D. Alexander's Bake Shop Mysteries series is great. Laurie Cass's Bookmobile Mystery series is awesome. There's a lot of good cozy mysteries, as long as it's not, for me, as long as it's not magical, as long as it's still grounded in that small town community type feel. You can get an Agatha Christie mystery, either Miss Marple or Hercule Poirot. They're both cozy mysteries. They're not called that, they're not shelved like that, but they are indeed cozy mysteries because they have that quaintness about them. So that's always good. If you want something more, a little bit more hardcore in the mystery genre, you can go with Tana French's Dublin Murder series. You can go with oh, I just had it pop in my head. You can go with the Thursday Murder Club, or the Tuesday Murder Club, by Robert Osman, or Osman, whatever it is. It's either Osman or Osman. You can go with that. You can go with the Louise Penny book with Inspector Camacho. You can go with the Joe Nesbo, Harry Hulan books. Like, there's plenty of hardcore, gritty crime novels. You can go with the Stuart Wood's Stone Barrington novels. You can go with the James Patterson Alex Cross novel, or an NYPD Red novel. They're really, 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 really good. So, now that we've covered all those books, there's one thing I want to cover that's big time, and that is, what do you get a reader that has every book? Well, you can, of course, get them the gift card. The gift card is the go-to, either to Amazon or Barnes & Noble or any other local bookshop they have. Or, what I would suggest is, if they don't have an e-reader, get them an e-reader. Get them either a Amazon Kindle Paperwhite or a Nook Glow Light is what I think they're called. Get them one with a light that it lights up. It actually lights down onto the page. It doesn't light back into your eyes, but it lights down onto the page so they can read at night with the light off. Show them the wonders of the e-reader, because the e-reader can enlarge print. The e-reader you can go at your pace. Books are always at your disposal. The bookstores are never closed in e-reader format. I'm not saying don't fall in love with books and don't not go to your bookstore, for God's sakes. I still go to my bookstore. But I'm saying that when you're in a pinch, like, I know one year we had an ice storm in my area and the whole area was shut down for a week. And I literally ran out of a book in my book series that I was reading physically. I bought the next 2 on my Kindle and read those 2 during the week that my area was shut down because of the ice storm. The bookstores were closed, the libraries were closed, you couldn't get anywhere. And I went there, did that, and done that, and it was, so in that way, it's a lifesaver. They're easier to travel with. So get And you can even ask the person which one they would prefer, because it matters which ecosystem they would use more. Because once you're in one ecosystem, you have to stay in that ecosystem. I can go deeper into that into another special video if you guys want me to. But you've got your mystery books, you've got your cozy mysteries, you've got your sci-fi, you've got your fantasy, you've got your thrillers, and you've got your e-reader books. Those are my suggestions, and gift cards, of course. Gift cards are a never fail for me, and they don't show, to me, they show me that you love me even more because you're letting me pick something I want. So I don't know how other people feel about gift cards, but I love getting gift cards because then I get to go on a shopping spree on somebody else's dime because the money's already been paid for. So that to me is always amazing. That to me is great. I love it to death. But those are my book buying suggestions. And I'll give you one more. If you want to give them a book out of left field, find an independent author in your area that writes in the genre they read, whether that be romance, thriller, YA, mystery, sci-fi, fantasy, whatever it may be, and buy that book and introduce them to the independent author. Because you're doing two things. You're supporting the independent author, and you're introducing your your family member who's a reader, or your friend who's a reader, to an independent author. So that is my suggestion. Leave in the comments down below any suggestions you may have, or something you may want to see more, or let me know in the comments down below if you want to see a deep dive into what e-reader to get the person if you plan on getting them an e-reader. Let me know that in the comments down below. But until next time, you know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 p.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. And without further ado, happy reading, happy holidays. I'll see you again soon, and peace.